Hello guys, welcome to Aero 101. Okay, so suppose over here I am having a duct. Okay, so over here see that in this duct, suppose this is the duct over where fluid is flowing. Okay, and over here in this section, suppose the density of the fluid is rho, the area of this circle, okay, that is A, this circle. Okay, and suppose through the circle the fluid is flowing with the velocity v. Okay, so over here we know that for any cross section I can write rho av is equal to constant. Why? Because of continuity equation. Okay, so what I'm doing is now I'm taking log on both sides. So log rho av is equal to log of constant. So over here I can write that log rho plus log a plus log v is equal to log k. Okay, so what I'm doing is that see log abc, it's actually it can be written in log a plus log b plus log c. Okay, over here a is what, rho, b is a, and c is your v. Okay, I'm just expanding. So now what you do is that over here see that I can write this as, now if I divide both side with d by dx. Okay, so what is d by dx? We'll be looking at that. You know d by dx, but what is x? What variable is x? We'll be discussing right now. Just a second. Just let me finish this. Over here log v, so this is d by dx of log k. So x is the distance as we are moving from this cross sectional area. Okay, so from this cross sectional area as we are moving, see rho will change. Okay, if it's an incompressible flow, rho will change. Okay, so sorry, if it's a compressible flow, rho will change, right? Area will change. See, the new area will become this, will be obviously larger than the previous area, right? So that means over here as I'm moving forward, x is changing, right? As x is changing forward, that means as I'm moving forward, rho is changing, area is changing, velocity will also change, right? So that means if I just differentiate with respect to x, what will I get? See, over here this will be 1 by rho d rho by dx. Okay, plain differentiation. Okay, so this will be, okay, 1 by a. So over here if I just differentiate both sides, so d dx, so this can be written as d by d rho. Okay, log of rho to d rho by dx, right? Chain rule. Okay, so if I just expand one of this, so over here d by d rho of log rho will be 1 by rho. Okay, and over here there will be d rho by dx. Okay, similarly, okay, for the second one, if you just differentiate in the same manner, you will get the same results as this. Okay, 1 by a dA by dx, and if you just integrate this also, you'll get the same results. So this will be 1 by v dv by dx. Okay, so what is the differentiation of a constant? 0. So I can see that over here 1 by a dA by dx plus 1 by rho d rho by dx plus 1 by v dv by dx. So this is equal to your 0, right? So over here I can say that, over here what can I say? I can say d rho by rho plus dA by a plus dv by v. So this is equal to your 0. Okay, so what does this mean actually? So for any duct, okay, any normal duct, through any cross section. Okay, if you take first cross section or second cross section, it doesn't matter. This relationship always holds, that d rho by rho, that is the change in rho over the original row. Okay, suppose over here this is row 1, this is row 2. Okay, and original row is what, row 1, so it's changing. So what is changing in row 2 minus row 1 divided by row. Okay, but this is but this is very small, like very small. So d rho means it's infinitesimally small. Okay, so that means you can't take a row 2 at a distance x. Okay, so over here x should tend to 0. Okay, so for any cross section you can write this, that is d rho by rho. Okay, plus, my bad, just change me the color, yeah, plus dA by a, my bad, just a second. Okay, plus dv by v is equal to your 0. For any cross section you can write this. Okay, so from here I can see that dA by a, so this comes out to be how much, minus of dv by v to 1 plus rho of d rho into v divided by your rho into dv. Okay, it's pretty simple arithmetic, you can do it. Okay, I am just taking this to the other side only. Okay, and we know that Euler's equation of motion. Okay, Euler's equation of motion, we know that, so this is equal to your dp by rho plus v dv is equal to 0. Okay, so if I just substitute over here the Euler's equation of motion, what will I get? I will get that, see, what I am doing is, now I am just dividing Euler's equation of motion by v square. So dp by v square into rho plus dv by v, so this is equal to your 0, right? And what is my intention from here? My intention is to get dv by v, right? So over here I can write that dv by v, so this is equal to your minus of your dp by v square into rho. So that means from here we get that v by dv, so this is nothing but your v square rho by dp. Okay, now substitute. Okay, so in this beautiful equation we have dA by a, on the other side we have minus of dv by v. Okay, plus, am I recording? If it's not recording, I'll be pissed off. Yeah, it's recording. Okay, so over here let's see now. Over here just a second, guys. Yeah, so what I'm doing is that I'm substituting v by dv. Where I'm substituting v by dv, I'm substituting v by dv over here. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to know. Okay, so keep patience, guys, we'll be done with the derivation in a manner in quite a few seconds only. Okay, so over here I can see that minus, so this will be equal to your d rho by rho, v by dv is v square p by dp. Okay, v square p, so that is not p, my bad, v square rho by dp. So over here we get that pretty interesting result, that dA by a is equal to minus of dv by v into 1 minus of dp v square dp by d rho, right? See what I am doing, this is d rho, right? This is dp, I'm just taking this to the denominator, dp by d rho. Okay, rho was getting cancelled, and v square was over here present, right? And now what is dp by d rho? You all know dp by d rho. dp by d rho is what? Is a square, right? So which is the speed of the sound at a particular temperature, right? So over here I can write that dA by A. So this is equal to minus of dV by V, 1 minus V square by A square. So from here I can write dA by A. So this is equal to minus of dV by V, 1 minus of M square. Okay, so if I'm just taking the minus inside, okay, beautiful equation, new space has to be given, right? dA by A. Okay, take the minus inside, so this is m square minus 1 dv by v. It's a very good equation. Why is a very good equation? We'll see that. Okay, if you keep this equation in mind, the relation between convergent duct, divergent duct, the whether the velocity will increase in a convergent duct, okay, if the flow is supersonic or subsonic, okay, in a convergent duct or in a divergent duct, you can easily find this through this equation. Okay, now few things you need to keep in remember. What is dA? Change in area as we progress in x. Okay, remember the variable we told, x. As you progress in x, what is the change in area? This is the dA. Okay, so over here, suppose, so these are the 101 things that you need to know first. Okay, I'm just clearing this out. Okay, suppose this was your original area. Okay, this was the original area, beautiful area. As you're progressing forwards, you're progressing x forwards, this is your original area, right? So what is dA? dA is the change in the area as we go forward in x. So what is dA? So what is this area? A1. Okay, suppose I call this area A2, so dA will be A2 minus of A1. As I go forward in x, what is the change in the area? Is it positive or is it negative? This is given by dA. So over here, see, this is a divergent duct, so this is will be greater than 0. For a convergent duct, see, okay, no space over here. Okay, I'm just making space over here. So for a convergent duct, okay, so suppose this was your original area. Okay, now what I'm doing is that I'm going forward in this direction x. Is the area increasing or decreasing? See, the area is decreasing, right? So as we go forward, what is happening? What is the value of dA? Suppose I call this area A1 star, area A2 star. So what is dA? dA is A2 star minus of A1 star. As we are going forward in x, what is the change in the area? That is dA, right? A2 star is obviously less than A1, so you can see and you can tell me, okay, it's a joke actually, so it's minus, not a joke, so it's less than 0. I probably said that in an excitement, I saw. Okay, so the equation looks good. Okay, so in the comment section, tell me about dV by V. So what is dV by V? Pause the video and just figure it out. Okay, so I hope you paused that video and figured it out. Yeah, you are correct. dV by V is the change in velocity as we move forward in x. So over here, this x variable is important. That's why we're differentiated with respect to x, but with not any other kind of variable. Okay, so I hope you got the gist. Now coming to the main part, let me add a page over here. Okay, so for a convergent, my bad, for a divergent duct. Okay, this is where it will get interesting. Okay, so what was our equation? Our equation was this, right? Write our equation, always write the beautiful stuffs. Okay, dA by A. Aerospace engineering is full of beautiful stuffs and beautiful equations. dA by A, okay, it's m square minus 1 dV by V. Okay, now I need you to know that you know that dA, right? What is dA? Okay, so the flow through this divergent duct. Okay, so the flow that is happening through this divergent duct, it can be, first of all I am taking the flow to be subsonic. Suppose for subsonic flow, for subsonic flow, what is that? M is less than 1, right? Okay, M is less than 1. So what is M square minus 1? Genius, figure it out, figure it out. It's very easy. M is less than 1, so M square minus 1 is always less than 0, right? No problem. Okay, now what is dA by A for a divergent duct? See, so this is our initial area, right? This is our initial area. Okay, and this is our final area. Okay, this is our final area. So initial area is A1, final area is A2, right? So what is dA? dA is, we are moving forward in x direction and we are saying the change in area. Okay, so what is dA? dA is A2 minus A1. Okay, so these are the stuffs that will be always true for a divergent duct. Okay, so dA is what? A2 minus A1. Okay, so dA is greater than 0. Yeah, we discussed it. dA is greater than 0. Okay, so over here we see that dA is greater than 0. A will be also greater than 0, right? A is what? Pi r square. Square, right? Square term. Square of any integer is an positive integer, right? So A is greater than 0. So we get that dA by A is greater than 0 for a divergent duct. As we move forward in this direction, very important, in which direction we are going? In this direction. Okay, now dA by A, write the equation. dA by A is equal to m square minus 1 dV by V. Okay, now genius, figure it out. See, dA by A is positive, m square minus 1 negative. Okay, so this side of the equation we are getting positive, right? This side of the equation, it has negative sign on this side. So obviously dV by V will also be of negative sign, right? Why? Because negative and negative will make positive. Okay, see again, dA by A is positive quantity, but m square minus 1 is negative quantity. So if I multiply a negative quantity with a negative quantity, then only I'll get positive quantity. So dV by V should be less than 0, right? So dV by V is negative. I hope you got this. Okay, dV by V is negative. Okay, so what is dV? dV by V, what do you mean by this? Okay, so dV is the change in velocity as we go in forward direction along x. Okay, so over here, suppose this is our velocity v2 at this cross section and this is our velocity v1 at this cross section. What is dV by V? dV is what? dV is v2 minus v1. Okay, so over here I can write that from this equation dV will be less than 0, right, for a subsonic flow. So that means v2 minus v1 should be less than 0. So that means what will happen? v2 is less than v1, right? Genius. What does this mean? It means that for a subsonic flow, right, in a divergent duct, subsonic flow in a divergent duct, what happens? Velocity decreases as we go forward in this direction. Velocity decreases as we go forward in this direction. So what can I write? As x increases, velocity decreases. Okay, now, so these are your basics of gas dynamics. Okay, we are just getting ready for our next course. So this is kind of an introductory course, okay, on gas dynamics. So part B. Okay, suppose for supersonic flow, so for supersonic flow we know that m is always greater than 1, right? So now again write the equation. Okay, now we are assuming the flow that is flowing through this divergent duct is supersonic. So over here m is greater than 1, right? So over here I can write that dA by A, okay, which is always positive. Okay, so it's positive, m square minus of 1 dV by V. Okay, so what does this mean over here? See, so dA by A, okay, dA by A is positive. Okay, we have got this from here. M square minus 1 will be also positive. Why? Because m is greater than 1, so m square minus 1 will be positive. Okay, common sense. Right. Now, right hand side, left hand side, we have positive quantity. M square minus 1 is a positive quantity. So what do you need to multiply this with to get a positive quantity? Yeah, dv by v should be positive, right? Because positive times of positive will be positive, right? dA by a is positive, m square minus 1 is positive, dv by v should be positive. Okay, has to be positive. So that means the dv by v has to be positive. So dv has to be positive, right? Now, over here, what is dv? Again, as we are going forward in x, the change in velocity, right? So this is v2 minus of v1. Okay, so this is greater than 0, right? So from here, what do we get? Genius. v2 is greater than v1. So what is happening? As x is increasing, okay, as x is increasing, v is what? Increasing. Okay, so see, these are the two cases, okay, for divergent duct. Okay, one is a subsonic case, one is a supersonic case. Okay, how do you, now the question arises, how do you remember this? No need to remember. Yeah, when you practice, you'll get this stuff easily. Okay, just remember this equation, beautiful equation. Okay, and try to visualize this. Once you done visualizing, in your homework, try for divergent duct. My bad, try for convergent duct. Okay, no need to homework, just put it in your comment section below, I'll see it. And thank you for watching this video. Okay, so it's been a pleasure, because I wanted to make this video for so long, and it's going to be an exhaustive playlist on gas dynamics. So thank you for watching, and if you like our video, you can subscribe. There's no as you know, there is no, like, I'm not pressurizing you to subscribe. If you find this video useful, then you can subscribe. Okay, and stay safe. Probably, although the cases are going down, but you should not neglect your safety. Stay safe and keep watching. Thank you.